Pathfinder, and it's gotten late on us, but this evening, we're going to do a bow drill fire. We've had a little bit of rain over the last couple days, and I'll show you guys this. We're going to be using some dried sawgrass, and from where I made the bow drill fire, which I did get an ember earlier, this is all my carbons, and then this is the tulip poplar bark, because we are using tulip poplar for our bow, spindle, and our fireboard. And this is definitely damp. This is a little bit more dry. So we're going to take this, and we mixed it in with some of this dry stuff, and we're going to set that in our fire bundle of sawgrass, which is really wet, and I'm kind of scared. So we're going to try it anyway, and we're going to set that right. Well, we'll put it there, and we'll put it in there in a minute because I don't want it to soak up the moisture. Here we go. See how this works. I'm limited to my time. My bearing block is just a piece of rotten cherry, and I'm putting a good leaf in here. Moist leaf. Set that right there. Well, go ahead and string our bow real quick. You want to hook, stretch your string just a little bit. You want to hook your spindle in like this, always under it, with the, if you hook it, you want your stick on the outside most of the time. So let's see if we can do this. It's a big old honking spindle, guys, so I don't want to break anything doing this. Trying to stretch this 550 cord string out. Alright, here we go. There we go. Got that. Grab our bearing block. Like that. And guys, I tell you what, I got a humongous spindle, but bigger is better as far as I'm concerned. Alright. We're going to try to use our same hole. We definitely got a good ember. I want to let it show forth a little bit so you guys can see it, because the bigger the better. We're using a huge fireboard, using a huge spindle. So I want it to be a big ember, so when I place it in here, that sucker is going to be big enough to fight all this damp wood. That's what's important. Guys, you don't ever really want to blow on it because it's really, really weak. You want to use your hand like I'm using, and we're going to have a fatty. I mean, this thing's going to be huge. I want you to see it. That's one good thing about doing it at nighttime. Look at that. I mean, that dude's so fat. It's liable to start off on its own. This is why bigger is better, guys. Look at that. Look at that huge ember. See that? All right, now we got to be careful to where we don't drop it. And we want to set it. We've made us a little indentation. We want to set it right there. But let me show you guys this right here. This is my bow drill. This is just a piece of poplar. Most people recommend using a live branch. I just had this available. Thought it looked cool, so I used it. This is a piece of cherry. It was a dead piece of cherry. And I found a dead tree, and so I've used it several times. I've kind of wallowed this side out, and I've been using this side. You can see it's kind of polished out. Let's show you that in there. All right, that's my bearing block. And this is all from the same tree. I found a dead standing poplar, and so I've made several fire kits out of the tree. And I was a little worried about this spindle because it's got a crack. Sorry, I cut myself earlier on a piece of grass, actually. Grass cut. But, I was worried about that crack of losing heat, and I might have been losing a little bit, but it wasn't enough. And one thing I liked about this was, you can see I just used a piece of grass to catch my ember. And this is a piece of poplar. And it was really cool because this is the side that had been sitting on the ground, the rot, and this side's almost, it looks like it's got a lot of life to it because it's still got the green. But, and I was kind of worried about it. I've actually gotten two and a half embers off of this fireboard in this one hole. So it's kind of thick. You can see it's about an inch thick. Which is really awesome because that means I can get several fires out of this. I'll be able to get several fires out of this fireboard. And I've got a lot more of this where it came from because it was a whole dead standing tulip poplar tree that had fell over. So I'll be able to get a lot of fires out of that. I'm pretty pumped up about that. And just for it to have all that character in it, that's okay with me too. But going back to what I was saying earlier, when I had the idea, I've been using smaller spindles, and you know, you can get, like, this is what I just carved this one up for a hand drill spindle. And you can see where I was, get some of that stuff out of the way. You can see where I was working it. Well, this is from the same tree, so I'm going to hang on to this. You can see where the outside's a little soft, so I don't know if it's going to do too good for a spindle or not. I think it may need to be maybe a little bit harder, I don't know. But anyway, this was the piece of the tree that I cut off. It's kind of like that, and it was a little crooked, so I had to shave it down. But the awesome thing about this is a big spindle, big fireboard, gets a big ember. And you can see I've notched it out a half of an inch right there in that. So, and another thing is it's so honking big. It's so big. It's fairly easy. I want to just show you this. It's fairly easy to manage because it is so big. I mean, it'll take a whole lot to manage that. So, I think I'm sold on the big spindle and the big fireboard. Just makes sense. Guys, this is the Native Pathfinder, and appreciate you guys stopping in. And you know, check our Facebook out at The Native Pathfinder on Facebook, and our website at thenativepathfinder.com. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Leave an idea, leave a comment, and we hope to see you guys on the next video. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us, and you guys have an awesome day. Peace.